Welcome back to another show and tell video. Today we're looking at a piece of vintage office equipment, although it could be adapted for home use as well. This is a manual three-hole punch. So this one happens to be manufactured by Boston, and you can see here right away, Rantop three-hole standard with direction lines towards alignment marks on this ruler for where you can manually align the drill points. So let's see if we can quickly go through the highlights here. Let's start with, just from closest to further away. Again, the logo, three-hole standard with two directional lines out to these two marks here, at which point you would align the centers of these drills, possibly easier with the axis of the tightener knobs. If we continue up in this direction, you can see that the distance between the furthest drill points decreases as you move the hole centers closer together, obviously. And again, let me bypass this real quick. Up here is a ruler with all the marks aligned, again, with the hole center directions. This here is something that will help you guide whatever you're putting holes through, so that you can consistently lay a series of objects one after the other and consistently drill the holes in exactly the same locations on each object. It also has more measurement markings on there as well. And let's take a look at this real quick. This is just the manual handle, which will cause the drills to actually depress through whatever you are going to punch through. Each one of these, again, is adjustable for position. I guess I'm going to dislodge this one right now. So this is just a tensioner knob, tightening tool knob. And you should be able to just slide this around wherever you need it. You do have the option to actually go to a two-hole punch by utilizing this on-off knob, which will then disengage the center hole punch. It's kind of a neat feature. Let's see what else we can say. Once you do punch through whatever, you are going to get little divots or whatever that are displaced from punching out the holes. They are collected in this tray here, which then you can remove and then discard wherever you're punching holes in. In fact, you can see some residue of former projects that were used to punch through with. It's basically assembled with these types of screws. Now, this thing has seen a lot of use, so I have had to replace two of these screws with much larger, more, I guess, resistant to corrosion. But that is the actual original stylus screw. These are replacements. Likewise, these knobs are the originals, but this one, the underside, the threads were stripped, so I had to flip this over to utilize the top ends of the threads and continue to use this. So let me see if I can replace this quickly. As far as I can tell, this is all metal. I don't know if there's any plastic at all on this device. And just happen to have a piece of paper here real quick. Let's set this to, not necessarily three-hole stand, let's set it to 7 just for the heck of it. So I'm aligning the 7 position here, or right onto the center of here. You can actually see in the middle at the base of each one of these punches is a center line, and that is really helpful in aligning up the centers of the punches. So that's one, and then likewise I'll just trace this line from here all the way around to here, so I'm going to have to use this alignment mark right there. Okay. It's not well, you can make it as precise as you want, but it's more of a just a convenience tool than an actual precision tool, although you can get pretty good with this. So I'm going to find a center point on this piece of paper. I'm going to run that through. Actually, the center point isn't quite aligned, so we can actually tune that a little bit. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm in the on or off position. Let's try the on. Okay. So if we put through this way, I'm trying to remember how this works. I do know this is the middle, so if that aligns there, that seems to align here. Anyways, so I depress the lever with a firm motion, and we have 3 holes. We'll try this with the off switch. We should only get 2 holes. Ta-da. So that's basically it. Again, vintage piece of office or home office equipment. 3-hole punch convertible to a 2-hole punch made by Boston. This has been another show and tell video. Feel free to check out other show and tell videos on the channel. We also do other videos on vintage Milsurp tools and expanded topics. We also do unboxing videos, a series of book review, media reviews, and a series called Curios for the Curious, videos on more artsy type objects. Feel free to check all those out. Feel free to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you next time.